What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 71 of Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. My name is Blaze. We're going to play the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, but before we do that, I want to go ahead and open up this, the Charizard EX box. If you haven't seen this yet, if you don't have this yet, it's about $25, and it comes with 4 booster packs for the Generation Series, over here and over there. It comes with the Charizard figure, and it comes with the Charizard card as well. So I'm kind of curious what kind of cards I'm going to get out of the Generation Series, and I know that it's going to come with a code too that's going to allow me to get extra cards in the Trading Card Game Online. So that's kind of why I want to open it, and that's kind of why I bought it too. So let's go ahead and get this open here and see what's inside. We know that there's going to be 4 packs. We know there's going to be a Charizard figure. We know the Charizard card is in there, and I have to pretty much rip the box apart in order to get anything out of it. So let's see what we have. So, start with the Charizard card here. Let's see. So this is the Charizard card. If the camera will focus on it, it's an EX card. It's got Wing Attack for 60 damage and Combustion Blast. This Pokemon can't use Combustion Blast during your next turn. It has 180 HP, and the overall visual on the card is actually really cool. I think that looks awesome. So, you know, hopefully with whatever code may or may not be inside this box, maybe I'll be able to get that card in the game. So I'll let you know. Let's see. It does come with a couple things. It comes with it looks like a play mat. No, this is just advertisement for stuff that I don't need. So, celebrating 20 years of Pokemon. It comes with some stuff on the back there as well. I mean, that is what it is. I understand the idea of trying to get some more sales out of people who are buying things. So, one of the coolest things out of this box is, of course, the Charizard figure. This is Charizard wrapped up in flames, it looks like, and pretty cool looking figure. I'd actually put him on my desk at work. I think that's pretty neat. I don't know what you guys think, but I think he's looking pretty cool. I don't know. I'm not the hugest Charizard fan. I think the coolest thing about this figure is that if you look on his left, your right, is the normal Charizard wing right there. And if you look on the other side, his wing is black, indicating maybe Charizard X or Y or some kind of Mega Evolution. So it's kind of neat. I mean, kind of a different variation on Charizard. I think the figure is pretty cool. So the other thing it comes with is 4 Pokemon Generations packs, just like that, just like you see there. These cards actually are legal for standard play, so anything you find in the Generation packs are legal, and we're going to go ahead and open those up real quick. I know there could be a lot of cool cards in here. There could be a lot of cards that we've seen already, but there could also be a lot of cards that we've not seen. So it looks like these cards, they do not come with a code to enter this into the game. So that sucks. I was really looking forward to that. But it looks like they don't come with that. There is a code inside the main box. I don't want to show it off, but this is they do have a card like this that gives you a code for the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. So that could give you some stuff that I don't know about. We'll put that code in just a second. But let's go ahead and go through some of these cards. I'm going to have a hard time getting this thing to focus on the cards, so bear with me on that. Magikarp. Epic Splash for 30 damage, flip 2 coins, and if either of them is tails, this stack does nothing. We have a Steel Energy card. Not bad. Steel type Energy card. Comes in handy for Steel type decks, of course. We have Pikachu. Nuzzle. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. And Quick Attack for 20 damage. Flip a coin. If heads, its attack does 10 more damage. We've got Clefairy. Moonlight heals 30 damage from this Pokemon, and Pound does 20 damage. Let's see here. Ponyta, I don't know what you call it. Agility, flip a coin. If heads, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon, during your opponent's next turn. 10 damage on that, and then Flametail does 20, so not bad. I like the artwork too, and the holo effect is actually really cool. So Gardevoir EX, I did see this card played against me earlier today. I was a little upset. This card, it looks really cool. It's got Life Heap for 20 damage. Heal from this Pokemon the same amount of damage you did to your opponent's active Pokemon. And Shining Wind for 100. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon has no weakness. So, not bad. And the reason I was so mad at this card is because it beat me. That's really the only reason I was upset. Not because it's an overpowered card. I was just upset because the deck had 3 of these in it and it beat me. Pinsir. Overhead throw for 30 damage. This attack does 20 damage to one of your benched Pokemon. And Heavy Suplex for 40 plus. This attack does 20 more damage for each energy in your opponent's active Pokemon retreat cost. Wobbuffet. Bide Barricade. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, each Pokemon in play in each player's hand and each player's discard pile has no abilities. Psychic Assault for 10 damage. This attack does 10 more damage for each energy or for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. Persian. Fake Out does 30, and if you flip a coin and paralyze on heads. And Ambush for 40 plus. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage. That's a pretty good Persian card. And Shauna, of course, shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 5 cards. So that's the first pack of cards in the Generation set. We're going to open up this Blastoise pack next. Let's see what's inside. Let's see what's inside. So, I try to open it the other way so I don't get to see what's on top, but I did get to see this first. Grass type energy with a special background with the lines going across. I think that's pretty cool. Diglett, Mine. Look at the top card of your opponent's deck, then you may have your opponent shuffle his or her deck. And Mudslap for 20. Paris does Blot for 10 damage, and you also heal 10 damage. We just saw this card earlier. Double Colorless Energy with a shiny background to it. I think anybody who runs a competitive deck or wants to basically have a deck full of like holofoil cards, I think this is kind of a priceless card. Pikachu. This is a special artwork for Pikachu. Same attacks as the other Pikachu, just looks different. I think this card looks really cool. Just in the artwork at the bottom here where it actually shows the different... It looks like the card is fully art. Its artwork is the entirety of the card. What am I trying to say? The card has artwork on the entirety of the card. It's full art, I guess you could say. That's not a shiny card, is it? It is a holofoil card too. So, Dodrio, Retreat Aid. As long as this Pokemon is on your bench, your active Pokemon's retreat cost is 2 less. And Fury Attack for 40 times the number of heads after you flip 3 coins. Charmeleon. Call for support. Search your deck for a supporter card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Slash does 80 damage. That's actually a pretty good attack for a Stage 1 Pokemon. Of course, you're going to try to get Charizard out as soon as possible. Pokemon Fan Club. Search your deck for any 2 basic Pokemon and put them into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Is this on your bench? Yeah, put it into your hand. And what the heck is this? Hold on. So, Imakuni. I've seen this card online kind of here and there. Imakuni. Your active Pokemon is now confused. Okay, I'm confused, to be honest with you. I think it might not be a bad attack as far as getting your active Pokemon confused. Some attacks do more damage if your active Pokemon is confused. So there may be a little bit of a strategy there. That card's just weird. I've seen it before. I've just never actually thought I'd get the card. So next up is the Charizard pack. I realize the artwork on the front of the pack does not make any, it has no relevance to what actually is inside the pack, so I realize that, but I just want to kind of show you what I'm opening. The first one was the Venusaur pack. So what's first? First up we have Machop, Knuckle Punch for 10 damage. Kind of the same Machop that I've been using in my Fighting Fit deck, but it just has a different artwork to it. Lightning Energy. So that has the special lines in the background. That's pretty cool. I like that. Doduo. Double Stab, so 10 damage times the number of heads after you flip 2 coins. And Doduo Delivery draws 2 cards. Shelter has a Rain Splash for 20 damage. Ooh, special Shiny Magmar. So Ram does 10 damage and Ember is discard a fire energy attached to this Pokemon. So that one's kind of cool. I like the artwork for this card. It's a holo foil card, but it actually is really cool looking. Yveltal. I've seen this card hundreds of times. Oblivion Wing, 30 damage, and attach a dark energy from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. And Darkness Blade's 100 damage. If Tails, this Pokemon can't retreat during your next turn. Hitmonlee, another great card. Stretch Kick does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. And Spiral Kick does 30 damage to the active Pokemon. Esper Twinkle, your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. We just saw Pokemon Fan Club. Mr. Mime. Bench Barrier, prevent all damage done to your benched Pokemon by attacks. And Juggling for 10 times the number of heads, 10 damage times the number of heads, you flip 4 coins on that one. So that's kind of a cool card. Mr. Mime could come in handy if you play a lot of Magikarp, just because his barrier can prevent something like Stretch Kick from just knocking all of your Magikarp out. It's probably not the most useful strategy in the world, but it could come in handy, is all I'm saying. Could come in handy. Alright, so this is the last one. This is the Pikachu pack of cards here. We're going to open that up real quick and see what the last pack holds. This one's being a little bit difficult to open. Alright, so I've not seen a single card from this pack yet. It could be anything. What is it going to be? Caterpie. So Caterpie, this Pokemon can evolve during your first turn or the turn you play it. Bug Bite for 10 damage. I've seen that card before. I like Caterpie a lot. Paris, we just saw that one earlier. Magmar, we just saw that, but it was a holo foil card. Same card. More Steel-type energy. Mr. Mime, same card I got before, but it's now a shiny. Swirlix. Lick Away. Remove all special conditions from this Pokemon. And Tackle for 20. So the reason I pulled this card away is I don't think I've ever seen this Pokemon. You know, there's so many now that there are so many times where I see a Pokemon and I'm like, what is that Pokemon? I've never seen that before. I don't think I've ever seen this one. I like to consider myself a Pokemon enthusiast, but sometimes I just get blown away by the amount of Pokemon and how many I've not seen. So Golem, Stone Edge, flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage. And Explosion, this Pokemon does 160 or 150 damage to itself. So I think this artwork is really cool, and I love Golem as a Pokemon, but some of these attacks just don't work out very well for him. We just saw Charmeleon a few minutes ago. An Energy Switch will allow you to switch one basic energy card from one of your Pokemon to another Pokemon. And another Mr. Mime. I've gotten 3 Mr. Mimes. Interesting. I almost feel like there's too many variations on cards. I got 2 Mr. Mimes in this pack, and I think that happens too often that you get 2 of the same card. Whether one's a holo foil, one's not. It just happens too often. So let me just do one more thing here, and then we'll go to our first match. That that whole reveal took up 15 minutes, so I may not do 2 matches, but I do want to put in this code to see what this gets. So give me just a second here, folks. I'll put this code in, and we will see what exactly this code gives you for the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. I'm just curious. And I probably will buy more of these boxes. They're actually kind of cool. I had a feeling it was only going to give me the card, and that's unfortunate, because it does give me the card Charizard EX. Oh, okay, never mind. I stand corrected. Awesome. This is awesome. So it gives me the card Charizard EX, which I just showed you. Wing attack for 60 and combustion for 150. It also gives you the sleeve. I didn't realize it would give you that. I didn't realize it would give you the deck box. That's awesome. And it gives you the 4 packs that we just opened. So Generations has some great cards in it. I won't open these cards today. I will open them tomorrow, I promise you. But I want to get into some battling today because I don't want to spend the whole time opening packs of cards. So the name of the game is Blaze Plays Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. If I don't play the trading card game, then I feel like I'm doing you an injustice. So let's go ahead and get into a versus match. For the record, I did buy this a couple of days ago, and it did give me some packs of cards. I want to show you those real quick, and then we'll get into the next match, into the first match. So it did actually give me these cards. I'm not going to open them today. Again, I'll probably do that tomorrow. But Call of Legends is a pack of cards that I've never seen, so it'll be cool to see what's in there. So we'll get to those tomorrow. I promise you that. So we're going to go with the Fighting Fit deck here, and we're going to do Expanded, and we'll get into a match here. The reason I'm doing that is because we're a little short on time today, and I want to make sure we get in a good match. And we might do 2 matches. I just want to see how the first match goes, and we'll see how we are on time. But hopefully you enjoyed that opening of the Charizard EX box. I'm actually kind of glad I did it. I wasn't planning on buying any Pokemon cards ever again. And after playing the game and really, I wouldn't say I'm getting into the game necessarily. I'm loving the game. I am enjoying playing the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. But I made a commitment to not spend any money on it. And here I am with all of these cards now that I bought for $25, and I've spent money on the game. So it is what it is. I'm not upset about it. It's just, it's kind of like, man, I can't do that every week. That's all I can tell you. I can't do that every week. Alright, so here we have a good opportunity to go ahead and grab Carbink. Carbink's going to come in handy in this match, and I think you can see why already. Oops, I need an item card, so let me go ahead and grab, I guess we'll grab this VS Seeker. And the reason I do that is because I can go ahead and use that Corinna again and get Carbink's evolution. So I'm going to attach energy to Carbink. Because I have a switch, I can just go ahead and bring him out next turn. So he's going to try to get his Froakie powered up. My goal should be to destroy that Froakie as soon as possible, because if he's left with only EX Pokemon, I should have a pretty good chance at winning that battle. So if he wants to go ahead and knock out Machop right now, that's fine. I don't mind at all. But I'm gonna do everything I can to get some stuff powered up and get ready to go here. So I guess I'll go ahead and grab this. I feel like I should get this though. I feel like the muscle band's gonna come in more handy later on. And I've already got enough energy on my bench, so I don't need a whole lot more. So I'm gonna burn this switch right now, so I can go ahead and start attacking. It's 80 damage. If I can just get 20 more damage out there, I'll be able to knock him out. If I can get my Lissandras out, I can go ahead and knock out those Froakies, because he's going to try to get... okay. Alright. I feel like... I don't know, I feel like he needs that Pokemon for some reason. Because in my mind, I'm thinking that he needs to get his Greninja out. I don't know why he would switch out for Froakie. That's fine. I mean, I'll go ahead and kill it. I don't care. But it's just weird that he made that switch so soon. And he got Froakie out again. So what's his play? What's he trying to do here? He just gave me 2 prize cards. I don't know why he did that. He should have left this up as a meat shield. And started powering up something else. I mean, I guess that really wouldn't have mattered at that point, because I still have the ability. So he might be waiting for a Hex Maniac or something that's going to be able to take hits. He might just quit, to be honest. I'm pretty well stacked right now. He might just go ahead and give up. I would. If this was me, I'd probably give up. But I mean, he's still powering things up like it's going to make a huge difference. It's not really. You can Mega Evolve all your Pokemon. If you don't have a Hex Maniac, you're not going to win. Yeah, I thought that was going to happen. So I'll go ahead and do another match because that one was so quick. That actually happens to me quite often when I get... And it's funny because a lot of people think that having all EX Pokemon is the key to victory. And it sucks because a lot of times it is. You know, I don't know of a lot of people that do what I do when it comes to EX Pokemon. I hate EX Pokemon, and I want them to die. And I've noticed a lot of people on this game, they simply play a deck that has all EX Pokemon. If you have all EX Pokemon, and you don't have a Hex Maniac, you're going to have a bad time. You're going to run into somebody who just trumps you. And that's a good example of how that worked out. So keep it in mind that if you're going to design a deck that has a ton of EX Pokemon, you definitely need to have a couple of Hex Maniacs. And you definitely need to have a way to get those out of your deck. Alright, so this is actually a much better start than last time. I'll take this. This is way better start. Fingers crossed for a quick victory here. Is it? Oh, no, it's Melioda. I was really hoping it was going to be Froakie or some basic Pokemon with 60 HP, and of course it never is. It's always a Pokemon EX. Every now and then I come across a regular Pokemon, and sometimes I'm able to knock it out on the first turn, but I mean, even the Jigglypuff, I know I couldn't kill it on the first turn, but it would have made me feel better seeing Jigglypuff instead of Melioda. Is that Meloetta? Meloetta. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this thing powered up. Let's go ahead and get out Carbink because we do have an EX out there. This is not the answer in every scenario, but I feel like this is going to help out in this scenario. So we'll go ahead and do that. So by my third turn, Carbink should be powered up. Got 2 Muscle Bands. Whoops. And I can actually search for any 2 cards I want now. That's pretty cool. I always forget about that because I don't get this card often enough. I feel like I should get it way more often. So I'm getting that out for the extra HP. I'm going to grab this as well for the extra damage. I should be able to attack again. So Brilliant Voice is going to flip a coin and determine whether or not I get put to sleep or get confused on a coin flip. So Tails is confused and Heads is asleep. So we'll see what happens. That's a little better than being... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and make him switch out because I'm getting real sick of his crap right now. I don't have time for that. Alright? 2 coin flips to wake up. I only needed 1. So he evolved a little bit too soon. And the reason I say that, well, maybe he didn't. I mean, he's weak to fighting, so honestly, he probably made the right call. He's probably going to retreat at this point. But actually, I probably should have saved that Lysandra for... Oh gosh, that's just... Oh. I get it, dude. You got Melioda. You have Meloetta as a Pokemon EX card. I get it. It's all good. You don't have to prove it to anybody. Here's what I'm gonna do. Oh gosh, what was that attack? Oh. Do they have the round attack? Oh, gosh. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Huh. I did not think about that at all. So that's going to be rough. I'm going to go ahead and knock him out anyway. I'm banking very heavily on the fact that he does not have a double colorless energy for that Wigglytuff. If he does, 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh great. Oh great. It's not going to go well. I have an idea though. I have a plan, if you will. I have a plan for this. And I'll tell you what that plan is once I see what he's doing. I may not need the plan, but either way I'll tell you what the plan is. Let me just see what he does. Huh. Huh. Okay, I'm in good shape then. So, here's my plan. He's probably going to be able to knock out my Carbink, and that's fine. I just realized though I have 110 HP, so as long as I keep his bench short, I should be able to come out on top here. But my plan is to grab another Carbink and another item. May as well grab a VS Seeker, I suppose. And if this Carbink gets knocked out, I'm going to be able to put this guy out, deal 40 damage, and attach energy to Carbink. And once this other Carbink is powered up and I knock out these Jigglypuffs, I should be in pretty good shape. So I'm a little bit worried about his next turn, whether or not he has more Pokemon with that round attack. This is actually a clever deck. I got to give him some props. This is a very clever deck. I did not expect round to do as much damage as it did. So if he's able to get a couple more Pokemon out there that have round, he's probably going to end up knocking me out. So right now he's able to do 80 damage, I believe. Uh-oh. What's he doing? That's going to come in handy on his next turn, but he can't use it now because he already used it to get this card. So, as of right now, I'm in pretty good shape. I don't have a whole lot to worry about right now. I'm going to go ahead and knock him out. I don't think he knows that... Yeah, I don't think he knows what my ability is. I don't think he sees that. I was going to say, he must have just saw that, because I think he attached that energy card to Meloetta because he thought, or that tool card, because he thought that he was going to be able to deal some damage. And I don't think he saw the ability, and once he saw it is when he actually disconnected. So, I don't blame him there. That was going to be a tough battle for him if he had no more Jigglypuffs. I think he had all of them already worked out, so... Got a couple new cards, Gyarados and Magikarp. This ladder is actually really cool. If you haven't seen it yet, the ladder that we're working on this month is going to give you a Charizard EX. 2 of them if you can get up to 210, or I'm sorry, up to 690 versus points. So keep fighting that versus ladder, you might get 2 of these. These are great cards. If you haven't opened them up in a pack yet, they're definitely worth having. So, anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. I appreciate you watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I do videos every Monday through Friday. I'll be back tomorrow opening up those packs that we just uncovered, and I will see you then. Take care.